Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to learn how to throw without a partner. Let's get started. So if you need to throw and you need to throw to keep your arm in shape, here are some solutions that will help you if you don't have a throwing partner. Here's the first one. The first one is Driveline Baseballs. So it's a squishy rubber ball and it has sand in it. And there's a bunch of different weights and they all have different colors. But one of the best ways to throw by yourself is to find just a brick wall, and these are squishy and just have sand in them, so when you throw them against the wall they just have a little bit of a bounce back, but they're perfect for this. So you're just going to do all of your throwing into that brick wall, and you can go through your different routines, your different throwing. There's a bunch of drills if you go to driveline.com. They explain how to use all of these things, but in this specific scenario we're just going to use these to complete our daily throwing, whatever it might be. So I'm going to go through and make my throws into the brick wall. One thing that will certainly help you is if you take just a piece of tape and make a little X on the wall wherever that target is that you want to throw the baseball. That way we're always working towards accuracy as well as getting our throwing in, and it's more similar to throwing to a partner than if we were just throwing into a brick wall and we didn't really care where the ball landed. So put a piece of tape, anything that is easily removable, and we're going to just throw at that target, and that's one of our things we're going to throw. Here's another option. Let's head over the cage. Okay, so here's the second way that you can throw by yourself. Find a batting cage, and there's plenty of parks around, public parks, that will have batting cages that you can come into. Find a park and get a bucket of baseballs, and we're just going to throw a baseball into the back of the net. Also, another point when doing this, you can simulate long toss, you can throw hard, you can throw slow, do your recovery day, you can do your whole throwing program by yourself inside the batting cage. But one important piece to note is we also want to simulate like we're throwing to a partner. We always want to throw to a target because a lot of pitching is being able to hit the glove, throw a strike, and make it move and all that stuff. So my biggest advice is to take a tee and put a ball on top of it, or take tape and put it on each end of a piece of the netting and make them higher and higher and higher, and that's going to simulate like the loft and being able to throw the baseball up to throw it far. So that's what we're going to do for our throwing. We're just going to have our piece of tape down there. It's going to be lofted up, so to throw it far I have to throw it high, and to throw it shorter or flatter, we're just going to throw it straight into the net in the back, and we're going to try to hit that piece of tape with each throw, and have a set amount of throws. So it might be, I want to put a piece of tape about chest high to simulate being close to my catch partner, and I'm going to throw 10 balls to that. I'm going to throw 10 balls to the piece of tape, and then I'm going to have one maybe a couple inches above my head, and that's going to simulate him being back further away, and I'm going to throw 10 to that, and then I might have one higher and higher and higher, and etc. Or you can change your amount of throws depending on how intense that throwing day needs to be. The last option on throwing by yourself is to set up a hitting net and long toss on the field by yourself. So you're going to take like a jugs net or any kind of net maybe used for front toss or side toss to hit into. You're gonna take that net, set it up, and that's gonna be your catch partner for the day. And you're gonna throw into that, and then you back up and create the distance that you need. The downside to this is you're gonna want a bucket of baseballs, and if you miss the net, you're gonna have to go pick them all up. But otherwise, that's another great option if you either can't find a batting cage, or there's not a brick wall, or you don't have the plyo balls, and you have a net. Just throw it into the net with your bucket of baseballs and get your throwing done that way.